All right, good morning. It's been a while since we made a video. Been kind of crazy lately with Run Fluent growing, and most of the events we've been partaking in lately have been speed related. And this channel is more geared towards me training for No Business 100. So today we're back with Lakuchi State Park, back at Tucker Hill. Today we're going to be running Croom Fool's course, I think it is. It's about 15.5 mile loops. So we're going to be doing 2 loops for 50K today. Really playing around with gear, trying to decide what shoes we're going to be wearing for No Business. My personal favorite trail shoe for years has been the New Balance Summit Unknown. Unfortunately, they're doing away with those, or they've discontinued them. So I do have a couple pair in reserve, but once I can't get them, I can't get them. So I'm trying to find something new. We're running today the Inov8 UltraFly. Honestly, I've done a couple little recovery runs in them on tired legs and haven't been impressed so far. But I wanted to give them a fair shake today. So we'll be, at least the first 15.5 miles will be in them today. And I'll either figure out how they work for me, or it'll probably be the end of them. So we'll see how that goes. We do have a pair of the New Balance in the truck. So I'm going to get started and kind of update you guys as we go. Also, we're still rocking the Solomon Advanced Skin 12 set. Really loving the pack. Today's the first time I have the bladder full, because I am going to be going a little longer and want to see what it feels like. So we have the 1.5 liters in the back and then 2 half liters on the front, so carrying 2.5 liters total. Do have a couple Stroop waffles with me, but mostly going to be running on the Sustain Elite from Perform Elite, their carb shot. Pretty positive. I feel like I could run 4 or 5 hours on that alone. But I brought some Stroop waffles just in case I want something dry. So we'll let you know how it's going here in just a bit. All right, we're about 5 miles in. Feeling really good. Just kind of relaxing, letting the body do what it wants to do. Shoes, actually, I'm kind of enjoying the Inov8s right now. We'll see how they go over the long haul, but one big plus for them is how they handle the sand. I haven't hit really soft ground in them until today, and I don't know if it's the broader platform or what, but it ate up the sugar sand faster or better than any other shoe I've run in. So that's one bonus for the Florida trails down here. It's definitely a heavy shoe, but I knew that when I ordered them. So just trying to find out if it's something I really want to push for this 100 or not. I definitely wouldn't wear it for anything shorter than a 50K. Even a fast 50K, I think they're just too heavy. But we'll see what happens today, and who knows, might need to take them a little longer. All right, guys, we're about halfway done. 15 miles in, about 2 hours 10 minutes. Feeling great, honestly. Kind of what I expected. With all my training coming in so far this year, being at much higher paces, much higher efforts, I figured slowing down a little bit was going to be pretty easy. But the real test will be this next lap, kind of seeing how my body reacts as fatigue starts to set in. So far so good, but like I said, 25K more to go. And we'll just see what happens. Shoes are holding up great, really. I'm excited about them at this point. Much happier with them now than I was 15 miles ago. So we're gonna go ahead and leave them on for the second half of this run and see how it goes. First 10 miles are relatively super easy out here. It's kind of why I decided to run the loop in this direction. The last 5 has quite a bit of rollers in it. So the idea was to get through that first marathon and then kind of put a hurting on myself after that, see how it goes. We're getting about 1,000 feet almost exactly for the 25K loop. So we'll finish the 50K with right around 2,000 feet of gain. For Florida, that's about as good as we can get without running in a bunch of little circles. So we'll see how it goes, but so far, a great training day. Welcome back. Just over the 3-hour mark, coming up on 21 miles. Still feeling pretty good, actually. I'm pacing this second loop a little faster than the first loop unintentionally, but inevitably that's going to slow down a little bit as we get towards the rollers. 10 miles-ish to go, but the majority of the elevation, like I said, is in the second half of this loop, so we'll see what happens. Legs are getting tired, but I mean, 20 miles in, that's to be expected. It's really starting to warm up. Guessing creeping on 80 degrees now, but the sun is obviously beaten down in these open areas. So we'll see what happens, but so far super happy. Feet are doing great in the shoes. Again, they're starting to prove that, you know, what they're able to do, what they're designed to do, and that's the low and slow pace. So I'm going to finish up here. Those of you that aren't familiar with Kroom, just super cool little trails in and out of these wooded areas. You hit a few open spots where it gets really hot, but most of it's this single track, just rolling hills, kind of atypical Florida trails. You get a lot more elevation than what you would expect to see. So it's a lot of fun. Great training for Florida trails. It's about as good as it gets. So like I said, 10 more miles and we'll check in here at the end. All right, last check-in before we finish up. Just over 25 miles. Still on pace, but it's quickly about to change. It's very hot. Between the heat and the fatigue, heart rate's starting to spike a little bit, so we're kind of getting in that point of diminishing return. So it's going to be a walk jog the rest of the way and take what the day gives us. Already an awesome training day, so just going to enjoy the rest of it and try not to get overheated. Guessing we're low to mid 80s now, but the sun, I'm in a lot of open area and getting super hot, so just trying to stay hydrated and finish up safe today. That way we're not really putting a toll on the rest of our training this week. So see you in got about 6 more miles. All right, we're in the walk run part of the trails. About 3 miles left till we get out of the woods. It's really hard to show the elevation on video, but I'll try to pan my horizon, and then you'll see up there is kind of the first little hill that we have to run. Again, most of the country, it's not a big hill, but here, you know, it's about 150 feet of gain probably, and there's 4 or 5 of them in a row. First lap, no problem, ran them all. This lap, obviously, a lot hotter, a lot more fatigued, so we're just going to kind of walk around them, take what we can get, but it's going to be a great last 3 miles to really test the legs. Again, trying not to stress the heart rate too much, because it's definitely not the intent of this run. We're not training for a 50K, we're training for a 100-miler, so trying to keep everything under control and comfortable, and that's where we are. See you in a few. All right, that's a wrap. 50K done here at Kroom. Like I said, first 25 went great, then I got really hot, so basically shut it down. Walk ran the last 5-6 miles. Still came in solid, like 4:48, somewhere around there for a 50K. For not being in the trails or going long for several months, pretty happy with that. So 5 months out from race day, or 4.5 months or so out from race day, feeling pretty good with where I am, and got a long way to go, but looking forward to the journey. Like the shoes, definitely don't love them, but
better than I expected to go with him today. Really didn't think I was going to put in the full 50K in him, but I don't see him being a race day shoe, but a long training day shoe for sure. We'll wrap it up later, tell you guys a little bit more details and what's coming up next. Right now I'm going to cool down and head home. Have a good one.